Hello, ladies. It is Ratchet Girl Sunday, as always, because if I go live on the weekend, unless I'm going somewhere, I'm as ratchet as I possibly can. All right, I'm going on over a whole lot of things. One, if you see me going back on lives, I'm trying to download them and re-upload them before Facebook deletes them, so we still have that content available to us, and with hopes that one day I will chop them up and make like a TikTok or something usable at some point. I don't know, but anyway, what I'm going to start with is Rimon's setting spray. It's great for prepping the skin. It's also good for setting makeup on the skin. It has all the handy skincare ingredients in it that we love from Rimon, including the Centella Asiatica or giant beyond pool leaf that helps cut down on inflammation and redness and angry looking skin, as well as giving your makeup a soft place to land. Another thing, I have been talking about this stick lately because there's a couple of you that I know will really benefit from it. And y'all don't sleep on this stick, okay? It's real good to surge of hydration right around the eye area. And I swear to goodness, using it over this last year has even helped lift my hood a little bit. I don't get Botox because I'm big chicken whenever it comes to needles. So what you see here is about as crazy as it can be. Well, about as natural, whatever. I did incorporate the Rad line Friday night, the 3 products that we have in the Radiance line. I am trying to slow walk my skin into it. So the little bit of redness, or if you see a few little, like I think I had a little bump right here and maybe a couple on my jawline, but it wasn't nothing too insane, nothing too unbearable that I think that I can ease my skin into it. Okay, so what are we doing today? We're doing a whole lot. Probably going to be a little on the longer side, but I'll try to keep it at a minimum. Golly, that sounded dramatic. I am using the luster cushion from Rimon. It has like a micro powder finish. It comes with a little puff. If you want a fuller coverage, go for this puff. It comes with 2 things. Don't throw the box away because your other thing, the cushion, is in there. And it has a high refractive rate, so I probably should be mixing these. Anyway, it bounces light off the skin, okay, is what it does. It's really nice. The finish on it's really good. Now, why am I not going around my eyes? Because I'm going to use one of the pencils under my eyes to color correct a little bit. And I am just lightly tapping in here. You can do the same 3D thing if you want to buy 3 of the cushions. We are limited to 5 colors currently. That's just... they're releasing some more hopefully next year, but you see it has covered my redness, and whenever I tell you, I'm just barely patting it in. And I typically mix 2 of the colors because I'm kind of in between. I'm sure whenever they release the other colors, they'll have something a little bit better for me, but this is an option. But you see, like, it's still looking like my skin, and if I wanted to go a little, see, like, it covered up the veins right there. I do a lighter coverage. You can build it up to a fuller coverage, or you can use the little doololly, the, hello, what are my words? The pad thing, this thing, whatever this thing, puff, whatever we're calling it. Or you can use the perfector sponge. Now, whenever this thing starts running out, another fun fact that you can do with it is you can take some tweezers, pull this out, and there's so much product in there, just flip it over, and you're going to get a lot of stuff out. So don't let the price point scare you. It is $55, but again, you're getting skincare in there. So I'm just still building this up anyway because I like to play, and that's what the weekends are for. Now, what am I going to do that's crazy under my eye area? I am using Caramel, which is right here. Yes, that is Caramel. Now, this is a silk, and if you think like the L in silk means it lasts. This pencil right here is also good for fair skin tones. I have a cheat sheet over here because I can't remember Jack, and it's so you can use it for fair skin tones. I have said that. But if you have deep blues or some purples under your eye area, this is going to be real good for color correcting that. Man, the difference between what it looks like on camera and in my mirror is insane. And I don't want to use that little one. Okay, but I'm going to blend it out quickly because, like I said, it gets on your skin and it pulls hair that is scraggling around. And it just stays. Like, it does not move very much. So if you're using it for a contour color, make sure you are blending it right in. But it took that blue right out from my under eye area. And if I need to tap a little bit more, I can. Or what I should have done was one eye one way and the other eye another way. But I didn't think like that because why would I? If I wanted to go over with I use a yellow-based color, which that orange has the yellow, and, you know, it's got that in there, too. I can kind of tap that under here if I wanted and just have a little bit better of a transitionary color. Or I can go into my brightening highlight if I wanted to and kind of top it off some. Or I can come back through and tap my brightening highlight in for that 3D look that we love so well, because realistically the luster cushion is $55 and the these are $16 a piece. So you get the best of both worlds. They play well together if you wanted to incorporate but don't have the budget to get 3 different cushions on the luster cushion. Okay, let's talk about brows. There are so many different options that we can do for brows. Like chai and pepper. Why don't I just leave this here because it's not staying. Chai and pepper. Let's see. Where is chai and pepper? I'm going to put these on the back of my hand. And I am going to show y'all. Chai and you're black. Not, where's my pepper? Where is pepper? I keep saying I'm going to go back and label all these so I can see them a lot better because the writing is really tiny. But if you are putting this on, like if you blend it right out, it'll blend for the most part. But you got to do it like immediately. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to not blend it out. I'm going to put this on here and show y'all pepper. Pepper is perfect for brows for blondes. I am not blonde, so I'm not going to be using pepper. And where did I just see chai at? I had these laid out. I promise I did. Espresso, cappuccino, black. Chai is going to be one of these satins. And I'm still learning these two. Well, did I set it somewhere? Latte, cinnamon, espresso, cappuccino. Am I losing my mind? Yes, probably pepper. Okay, pepper is going to be, I'm going to do this on the back of my hand so you see like it's a little bit lighter. It will blend off pretty well. But that is going to be, these two colors are great for blondes. Maybe if you have a little bit of red hair in your head, whatever. But you're going to have a little bit more flexibility with this one because it is a satin. And what did we learn about satins? Satins blend. Okay. So latte is going to be good. It is a silk. It's going to be good for my little cheat sheet that somebody has created. It says this is good for brows. So I'm going to do latte on this brow. But I am doing like little light sweeps because I want it to look like a natural hairline. This does have a little bit of shimmer to it. Don't let it scare you. Now I'm using the side of it, the broader side, and I'm trying to relax my brows because whenever I get excited, I don't want my brows to stay looking excited. Okay. So whenever I do my before and after pictures and y'all are like, well, why does her brows look different? Because they are. Because they're a little different. These you can roll back down. The gelatos you cannot roll back down. I am going to take my little spoolie and I am going to blend that sucker out. So don't let it scare you. Just make sure you're blending immediately because that is a silk and she stays. But you see, and it's kind of, since it has the texture to it, it allows for like a brow wax kind of thing. I may use this on my nose too, just because that's what the experts on the graphic that I was reading off of suggested. I still love using oak eyeshadow for my brows, so that it probably ain't going nowhere. But I'm learning and I'm trying things for y'all so you can see how this stuff goes. Okay, for my other brow, since espresso and cinnamon, that's why I had them two suckers out. Okay, these are both silks. So this is espresso. If you use indigo contour, this is going to be pretty close. These two colors that I'm talking about right here are going to be pretty close for you. Okay, either one of those. This, what is this? Espresso if you're cool toned, and cinnamon if you're warm toned. I'm a neutral. Luckily, I can go either way. I have this one still open, so we'll just go with that. We're going to go, what are we going to do? We're going to go with cinnamon, I guess. I don't know. But because it's a silk, I'm going to blend it out. I'm going right up under here, and then I'm taking my little brush, and then I'm going to blend. You can do the lifting thing. You will get more precise with the pencils, but I have said this a million times, the only way to sharpen them, I mean, you can stick them in a sharpener, but are you going to want to? Probably not, because you're going to lose a lot of product. You take it with a wet paper towel, pinch it in between the wet paper towel, and kind of turn it to get that tip a little bit formed. But you can kind of tell, like, the difference here. I'm chickening out, so I'm going really light. Because I'm still learning these pencils too. But if you need a little bit more, and then we'll go ahead and blend up. This is that palette brush that we just got. Okay. But you can tell I have definition on this side. And you know what? We'll do one on one side and one on the other. I'm going to do a little bit up here. Do you have to do your forehead? No, not necessarily. That is if you have like a longer, like more real estate up here. If you have a higher forehead of your hairline's a little bit further back, you can contour up there. What's really cool is chiseling out a jawline. You just go right underneath, or you can change the shape of your face. Like if I wanted to kind of manipulate this side over here, I could do that too. It's all fake it till you make it. I'm going to be coughing through this whole thing. Great. I took some of the kids' Zyrtec this morning too, and it's not helping. But anyway, you can see that it kind of brought that jawline and chiseled it up a little bit. Hold the phone. Everything is draining. So there's that. Okay. Now, going with the other side. This side will be warmer. Is that what I said? Cinnamon? I don't even remember anymore. I'm going to have to go back and rewatch this because I don't even remember what I said. Espresso. This is going to be the other side here. Just right on top of that cheekbone. You don't want to go too low, because if you do, I only have one eyebrow done because I had big plans and now I don't remember what those plans were. Oh my God. I forgot what I was saying. Just that fast. How does it happen that fast? Okay. You want to go just like your notch right here is where you're going to try to start. Look, let me use my finger and kind of blend that out because it's blendable in the early stages of it. You don't want to go too low, because if you go too low, it's going to drag your face down. And we're all getting to a certain age where we have to say we have mature skin. And that's what we're going to have to deal with. Like, I don't know how much to use yet, so I'm practicing on y'all. And this is why I chicken out. Before I start getting, look at that cheekbone. You can tell I got a little higher than this and that. But, I lost my train of thought again. It happens that fast. It just happened. And see, I know that looks scary, but trust the process. I'm going to use that other color on my nose. I am going to blend this down. If you're here, say hello. I can't see comments, but I will come back to them, I promise. I'm glad to have y'all joining. Okay, so we're still blending. I might have went a little bit too dark. But yeah, I chicken out right before I'm getting ready for stuff, because I'm always getting ready in a hurry, of course. And why would I not? Where is that? Did I use latte? Maybe? Yeah, I think I used latte. So we'll have the same colored brows because I have lost where I was going. I am just whenever I tell you the lightest amount of pressure, I mean it. And I'm kind of rotating. I think I started saying that earlier and I squirreled away. But I'm kind of rotating the tip as I do it so that it doesn't... Got Crayola DeVille eyebrows. So it don't dull down as fast. And then I will just use this spoolie to rake it through so it looks like natural brows. And it gives me some texture for staying power. Have I learned this from somebody? Not really, but this is what I'm learning as I go because I'm figuring out with y'all as I go. And it's hard for me to accept that these are sisters, not twins, although mine are more like distant relatives sometimes. Because, like, look at that. Okay, we're really getting in there. That, whatever. I look like Forky. You don't know who Forky is? That's what I feel like I look like. Now I'm really getting on some drag queen stuff over here. I wish I could do my makeup like a drag queen, because I mean, them folks do some makeup. I won't ever be that good at makeup. Okay, so we gotta move on. Now the nose contour, just real light down the bridge of my nose on either side. You can make it like a little button nose if you wanted to. You can make this look slimmer. You can bring it up around your eye area to make it look longer and leaner if you need to. You can change the shape of your whole face with contour. That's all it is. And then you just kind of blend it out. I look like I got a little button nose. I want to use my detail brush. I'm sorry, I just do. I could probably flip that thing over. This to me just has stiffer bristles. I have always liked using the detail brush for contour, but that palette brush is super versatile. And you can really just use one brush for the whole thing. Looks like I've been brown nosing. How funny. I'm telling you, I probably should have waited to do that part at the end because I'm really having to use my finger to try to blend this, because once you get this stuff on there, I mean, like, it stays. So we're going to try to lighten that up a little bit. Oh my goodness. Okay, now, what are we doing next? I want to show y'all Cowboy, and I can't stop staring at my eyebrows because I feel like they're all wonky. But Cowboy is a pressed pigment that got released earlier this year, sometime, maybe it was the summer. I can't remember. I can't remember anymore. But it is a pressed pigment. Why is it called a pressed pigment? Because we have opened up in the UK, and I think that our standards had to change a little bit. So what's so cool about these pressed pigments is, and this does have a little bit of a shimmer. Let me see. It's super soft. This sold out for the longest time. But you can use it as a powder bronzer. So say you use a certain skincare and it makes you look a little shinier than you want to. You don't like that glass skin effect. You can use this for a bronzer. And it will help mattify your makeup a little bit. I'm going to go super light right up there. I might just bronze one side of my face so y'all can kind of see. But if you want to kind of go over your whole face, and girl, get your neck. Please get your neck. Just get your neck. I can't match your face and your neck. I just can't. And I'm going to tell you why. Because your face is going to get more sun than your neck does. And if I match your face too light to match your neck, it's going to make you see texture that you don't want to see. But look how bronzed. Just a little sweep of that and I'm bronzed. And then I can take it off. See there. This is why I haven't played with these pencils whenever I start getting ready for somewhere, because I'm always in a rush. Okay. Oh, where is this? We'll use the palette brush. Okay. I'm going to take it and go over my whole lid here. This is that same Cowboy pressed pigment. I'm a real simple individual. I like heavy eye looks, But I don't want to use 15 eyeshadows because I don't have the patience for that. But this kind of gives you something to where if you have mobile eyelids, if they move around a little bit on you, it gives you something to stick them onto, like a primer. It's kind of like a primer. You can use your brighten and highlight as a primer, but I'm still going to suggest you use a little something to go over it with. And did I do both sides of it? I didn't, did I? Anyway, it doesn't matter because then you can see the difference. Okay, so what color we have? I have still not. I've been a bad girl. I still have not separated from the big clean out because I'm still so sad about it. But we have several more pressed pigments than this. This will need to go in there. One of them, Honeymoon, I use all the time. It's in my everyday palette because I absolutely love it. But it's got, here's some more. These are really good for like blushes and lips. Use caution around your eyes because the red dye in them can stain your lids, okay? And it can cause eye irritation. But these are not all the pressed pigments that we have. These are just what I have in my arsenal. However, I am wanting to play with my pencils today. So I showed you Cowboy as a bronzer, and then I'm going to just rip it all away from you, and then I'm going to use a different color. Let me see. Brownie. Y'all, I love Toasted. I don't know if y'all have used Toasted at all, but I've got to stay away from it. I might use her on my lips. Okay, we're going to use Mulberry on my eyes. And I am just lightly flicking around over here. Now, this is going to be, to me, this reminds me of Mihai. But since this is a, somebody's walking around in there, and y'all know I easily distract. This is a satin, so it does not, it'll blend a lot easier. But look, I can get a good crease color. I could probably put it on a little bit easier. Like draw better, but I can't draw a straight line with a pen. I mean with a ruler. That's just me as a person. But look how pretty that is. It makes a real pretty color. And since we don't have Mihai anymore, I just spit all over the camera. Good thing that nobody's standing in front of me. No, I'm trying to talk to him. This is going to be our replacement, I guess. But I can just kind of, if I want to deepen it a little bit, we're rotating. And then we blend. And then we have a little bit of Mihai back to love on us. Now, there is going to be a little bit different texture than if you were using the powdered eyeshadows. Oh, cool. Also, it's October, so this is like pink for October, right? Check your boobies, people. Check your boobies. Friday, we had our yearly skin checks at the dermatologist. Make sure you're getting that done too, because that's also important. You can walk around with melanoma and not even know it. The people we bought the house from, the husband that lived here passed away from melanoma, and it started with a mole on his back. And it just spiraled after that. And it wasn't the melanoma that killed him. It was the treatment that finally took him out. I mean, he gave all he could, and his family gave all they could. But, okay. Now, let's do, I am going to use, should I use this as an eyeliner? Because this is what I do with Mihai. Like, I'll use it as an eyeliner. I hope it doesn't make me look sick. I absolutely fly by the seat of my pants with makeup application, and that's why I will probably never, ever, 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 ever be an influencer, because I have no direction. I just run with it. Okay, I'm going to use, what was I doing? Latte. This is the same contour that I used. I like black better. That's just me. I like a thick black eyeliner, but some people don't. So we're just going to use this. I probably should have done the shimmer first. This does have a little shimmer to it. So you can barely see it, but on me, if you had a lighter complexion, this would be pretty on you. I do, like, I like the Black Friday eyeliner too that goes in your palette. But man, using it with a brush and my allergies are obviously flaring up and doing their allergic thing, then I don't love that on my eyes. Can you tell I'm just not real happy with it? So we're going to take this and we're going to blend it out. And we're going to start over. We're going to hope for the best because that is a Silk Elast. And we're going to go over it with a little something else. Okay. See, it don't hardly move. I mean, it don't go nowhere. But we're gonna go espresso. What did I just use? See, now I done got all myself all confused. What is this? Cappuccino. We'll try cappuccino. Whatever. See if it's a little bit darker. Is that a little darker? I mean, I have them all. I just got through saying I don't like to wear 15 eyeshadows and I'm going to come out with 15 different eyeliners. I think with the color of my eyes and my complexion and my preference, I'm not going to be happy with any of these except for black as an eyeliner. I just don't think I am. Plain and simple. Now, the one thing I do like about the Black Friday eyeliner as an eyeliner is that I don't have to tug my eyes. I don't love tugging my eyes, but, you know, we're doing whatever we can with these pencils. And then I'm just going right below the waterline to keep my eyes looking big, because if you go right on the waterline, it makes them look a little bit more closed off. And we want big, pretty, youthful doe eyes around here. Okay, let's put some shimmer on that lid. Maybe I'll be happier with a little shimmer. What are we doing on cheeks, kids? What did I say? We're doing toasted, because I love toasted. I just love this color. And there are so many different ways that you can do it. Like if you're going to kind of overline for fullness, you can. That's what I've gotten into, really into. And it depending on what you're using it with, it's going to change the color of whatever you're using it with too. The fancy expert influencer people say don't go all the way up to the corner of your mouth. If you like that look, go for it. But I'm trying to follow rules here and give y'all the bestest information. I can even, let's do that. I'm going to use the balm, which makes a really good mask at night, like a lip mask at night. I'm going to put shimmer up there. Y'all give me just a second. Okay. It has like a, it almost smells like a little bit like Captain Morgan. Like that coconut rum kind of smell, but no alcohol. I can use this on my lips. And then there you go. There's a pretty fall color. Kind of moving around. Or we can throw a little color on there and change it up. But that just by itself to me is pretty. Now, what's fall looking? What's fall looking and not scary? Raspberry. I've got a little bit of raspberry. I'm going to use Toasted on my cheeks. And it's going to look crazy. I'm rotating. We are rotating. And then we're going to take our blend brush. Y'all, I freaking love these pencils so much. I love them. I do. I probably need a little stiffer brush here. Oh, maybe not. I just need a little patience. This side's a little stiffer. Yeah, there we go. That'll blend her out pretty good. This is the blend brush, in case y'all were wondering. Okay. Now, what is this? Did I say mulberry? Raspberry. This is raspberry. And then you can tap it on. Or you can go full force and get a richer color. You see, well, I habitually did it. Not all the way to the corners because it's supposed to make your mouth look turned down. Okay, let's get some shimmer on this. It's going to be perfect for fall, going into Christmas time. Let's find a shimmer. Okay, who are we? Stardust. I don't want to use Stardust. Well, since we're in the... We'll use this. I haven't used this in a while. That's that little color right there. Since she's a little on the pinky side. What I plan on doing is doing like a video with like a quick cut video showing all the pencils in combination with the gelatos. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do that or when yet. Y'all just give me time. I'm still recovering from... We have not had a free weekend in probably 2 months. This is the first weekend that I've had to kind of sit at home and do as much of nothing as I can get by with the exception of laundry and all the things. This is still Sis, since we don't have the powder illuminators anymore. I'll just kind of, we'll use her. And then we'll put a little bit on the cheek for some shimmer. Because I like to shine like a diamond. Now, what am I doing? What else do I need? I need some eyelashes. Okay, and that's going to get the face for today. If y'all are on the website and y'all are looking around and there's something that y'all want to see, please let me know so I can demo it for you. I have all the new releases. I can show them to you, my interpretation, or I can dig up something one of the professionals are doing and I can show you that too. Also, let me show you, okay, I have used this analogy before because it's funny and it's true, and I think it's from Jeff Foxworthy. I'm not clever enough to come up with anything like this on my own. All right, let's see if you can tell the difference between the silks and the satins. The only satin that's on there is this, because that one's moving. These other ones are not going anywhere. Like, they're not moving. And spit on my finger. Oh, that looks disgusting. But for real, it's not going nowhere. I'm even a microfiber cloth, and my arm's gonna be red after this. It doesn't move. The silk is gone, but that satin is just, I've said it backwards. Y'all just follow along, okay? Y'all just, if I accidentally screw it up, no, the L in silk means longevity. There was another mnemonic for the satin, but I don't remember what that one was. I just remember that the silk lasts. I do lash velvet and lash leather or lash silk together. Lash silk is more my happy place. This is lash leather. It is a tubing mascara from Saint. And then I will spray my face so it doesn't go anywhere. I don't even know why I'm setting it. I guess just to show y'all the setting spray because it's phenomenal. Okay. Do I have even eyelashes? Okay. One of my group chats is blowing up and it's distracted me. So please, this week, my request for you for this week is to get on the website. If you need the link, let me know. And tell me what colors you want to see, whether it's pencils, whether it's gelatos, whether it's eyeshadows. I don't care. Give me your feedback. And you can come right back here and you can comment here. If you don't feel comfortable commenting here, then shoot me a message and I will get it worked out. All right, what I'm doing now is I make a mess every time I put on mascara, but let it dry and it just scratches right off. That is my tip Tuesday on a Sunday for you. Okay. And if y'all have any questions, let me know. If you want to be color matched, let me know. Whether it's Saint, Remon, whatever, I can do it. Spray the stuff, girl. Spray the stuff. Okay. And I like how that comes out, but like it's a nice fine mist. It's really pretty. A really pretty finish. It'll give you a little bit of a glow, but not like an overdid dew. I know some people don't like that dewy finish. And I think that's it. Y'all have a fantastic week this week. Tackle the week, whether it be work, whatever you do. If you're a stay-at-home mom, God be with you, because I don't know how, I don't think I've been a stay-at-home mom for 2 days for the weekend, and send help or something. Anyway, if y'all want to be color matched, I've said that. If you're watching for the first time, hashtag replay. These silks don't go anywhere. Like, I'm going to have to use my Remind to get all that off. I may pop on and do a skincare live tonight. I don't know if y'all want me to. If not, I guess I'll see y'all next weekend. If you have any questions, let me know. I've said all this. I'm now rambling because that's what I do best. Thank y'all for joining me. Thanks for sticking around, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.